Alright, today is officially Bring Your Kid to Work Day, so welcome aboard. Go with me to deliver some mail. And we're off. Might be a little loud in here because you're going to hear all the noise, the wind noise. You're going to hear the trucks, the vehicles, the brakes, semi-trailers, all that stuff. But thought I'd take you along for the ride so you can see what it's like to deliver mail. One of the things I forgot to mention in the last video, which when I talked about Brian moving back to California, I forgot to tell you, he got a deal on his moving because the company is used to moving people from California but not bringing them back to California. So he got, instead of paying $10K for the move, he paid like, I think $5,000, half the price. They cut him a deal because he was going the other way. So that helped him out quite a bit. Some of you were asking about ways to find jobs and things up here. I mentioned Indeed.com. I also mentioned Realtor.com if you're looking for a house or rent. Apartments.com, the one that Jeff Goldblum's always advertising. But there's also, and this is something that's very important if you want to stay abreast of what's going on daily, like be updated daily, download WBLM, the radio station. They have an app. You can download it, you can listen to it, you can hear the events that are happening in the area. You can also find the different people that are advertising jobs. There's different people advertising jobs out there on WBLM. I think Pine Tree State Beverages, whatever they are. They, you go to grocery stores and you put the grocery store stuff, you stock shelves. They're hiring. Who else? BIW.com. If you want to work on the battleships down there, they're paying $25 an hour. And a few others that are on there. There's different things. Also, grass cutting. You notice there's a lot of nice mowed yards and stuff. The guy that does my plowing, Barrett, he just got rid of 108 contracts for mowing to another company called Steele's Landscape. I think Steele's might be hiring if you're into cutting grass. If you got your own zero-turn mower like these people are selling out here, you got all the professional stuff, professional gas weed eater, gas air blower, and all that stuff, and you want to come up here and start a landscaping business, it's probably the right time to do it because a lot of people are hurting for that. They can't get anybody to mow. Once again, these young people don't want to work. They would rather sit at home and collect a free check, not realizing when that money dries up, they're going to be in dire straits. But hey, it is what it is, right? So if you have your own landscaping business, bring it up. People would love to see it. They'd love to buy your services. Yeah, I called Barrett because actually I wanted to have, my grass is kind of tall because I work a lot. And I was going to have him mow my yard, but that's when he informed me that he got rid of 108 contracts to Steele's Landscape. So, yeah, I had to mow my own grass. No big deal. I'd rather have him go over it one time with that big industrial mower, so it's cut super short, and then I can go behind him with it. It's easier. Yeah, my teenagers, before they went on vacation here, they just got back. But before they went on vacation, that's exactly what they did. They mowed a little bit of the grass, and then they were gone for 2 weeks. I didn't have time to get out and do it. I had other things going on, work. My daughter goes to summer camp, all kind of different things. So yeah, I didn't really have much time to do what I wanted to on the yard. I didn't have much time to do what I wanted to on the yard, so yeah, I had to take and put it on hold, and of course it rains whenever you do that, right? So it gets even taller. So it's frustrating. It's really frustrating. But I got it done, and I was really hoping to get somebody that cuts grass. I looked at those mowers. There's a cool video online of a guy that cuts grass, and he does one a week for free. Usually the worst house in the neighborhood, somebody who's getting citations from the city. They're probably an older person or something like that, but he helps people out. And this guy's out of Florida, and he's got the $10,000 mower, you know, the one you stand on, the John Deere that you stand on the back of, and it cuts through just about anything. It's really nice. He's got the high-powered gas weed eater that just whips through all kind of brush, and the air blower, of course. So yeah, he's got some good stuff. And if you're going to do that, I suggest you get the professional stuff. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck. You'll be out there working hard. He didn't seem to be working that hard because the equipment was doing all the work for him. I got a few more comments on the channel. A lady whose children are moving up here, her adult children are moving up here because they really loved it. That's wonderful. I'm glad to hear that. Hopefully they bring some nice skill sets, and they're ready to go to work. There's a lot of people that just don't want to work. And I don't understand it, but I gotta check that mirror. There's no such thing as free money. I gotta get around this guy. He's sitting there waiting. Everybody's in a rush, you know. They don't like to let the mailman out when he's trying to deliver mail, which makes no sense. You all enjoy getting mail, but letting me out to deliver it, well, that's a different story. Usually it's the people from out of state that are doing a lot of that. It's kind of frustrating. If you're from New Hampshire or Connecticut or New Jersey especially, don't start speeding up or racing when I'm trying to pull out of a driveway so you can get on by. I hate that. That's annoying. Be courteous. Frustrating. Hear that? Package fell down. So this is what I'm up to today. I'm delivering my route. It's very short. That's why I enjoy it. And I gotta go to my farthest point down here and turn around in this guy's driveway. This is Route 1 I'm on. It's one of the busiest routes. And of course, it's where people are the least courteous. Go to the right side of the road. They're trying to block me from coming up the right side, as if I'm some, you know, other traveler just trying to squeeze by on the right. No, I'm delivering mail. That's where the mailboxes are. So if you see a mail truck, a white van, it's got numbers on the hood, it's probably a mail truck. Let him go by. People want to get their mail just like you do. There goes my competition, FedEx. Those guys are pretty good. FedEx and UPS, we're all buddies, so they will allow you to merge, especially down here. They know what the traffic's like, and I do the same for them. I'll let them cut in. When people get mad about it, I'm like, they're doing a job, I'm doing a job. You got to cut us some slack. I hope you can see me. Oh, okay, yeah, it's nice and bright. That's good. I've got the camera in a good location. That's awesome. Keep it from being too bright. Now I'm going to go here and deliver this other one. Got a few packages today, not many. Delivering mail is relaxing. Whenever I get out on the street, that's the time I'm the happiest, because oh, look at that, another mower. A lot of people have their own commercial grade mowers, which is useful, especially if you're going to cut a lot of grass up here. I don't recommend you do it with you can do it with whatever you want, but you want to get done and you want to be efficient, I recommend getting that other grade there. Those types of mowers are like anywhere from $3,700 on up to $10K. It all depends what you want to spend and how much time you want to spend cutting grass. Personally, if I was going to cut lawns like this for a living, I'd buy that $10,000 mower, because then the mower's doing all the work. You can stand on the back of it. If you can't stand for a long periods of time, maybe get the one you sit down on, the zero turn. But hey, it's just another idea, another option. And don't feel that you can't start a business up here, because you can. You can do all kinds of stuff, drop shipping, whatever. A lot of people sell on Amazon, right? There's a few people that sell on Amazon. One lady on Route 1 that I delivered to, she does Etsy. She sells her stuff on Etsy and then she mails it out, and yeah. And some of the people in town found her website or wherever she's selling anything, and I've delivered from her house to their house, of course via the post office. It goes through the mail system, but she has local customers too. So it's you know, it is what it is. It's mail. You can have local customers, you can have faraway customers. The post office does what we call prepaid acceptance. There's actually a thing on the scanner here for that. And you'll basically you'll pick up the person's package out of their mailbox, you'll scan it, prepaid acceptance, it logs it in, and then you throw it in the outgoing, and then whenever I get back, it gets into the system and goes. But so you could run a business from home. If you're doing a business at home right now, you can still move it. It's by mail, so it kind of frees you up. I didn't have anything. Oh no, I put the wrong mail in the wrong box. Let's turn around. That's Conrath. I put it in 61's box. Wasn't paying attention. See that? I make mistakes too, but I caught it. Made it on camera. See? This is why we need help. I need help specifically. I'm old. You don't need an old mailman. You need a young mailman, or a young mail woman, or whatever you call yourselves these days. Just gonna do a UE up here. Go back to that box and take it out and put it in the right box, which is the next one across the railroad tracks. This is an unguarded crossing right after this mailbox. There's railroad tracks right here. This railroad actually scared the hell out of me one day, because I was driving up here, and of course the signals are supposed to go off at like a quarter mile out. The signals went off, which kind of startled me because I was just about to cross them, you know, so it was an eye-opener. And then 20 seconds later, right as I started to make this corner, that's when the train came barreling through, and I thought to myself, that ain't a quarter of a mile, that's too close. So just be very cautious around unguarded railroad tracks up here, because the signaling thing doesn't always work right. Maybe it's not calibrated, maybe it's not set up the way it's supposed to be, but yeah, be careful, because you can get clobbered by a train, and I'd hate to see that happen to anyone. Oh, come on. If it don't clear, you got to scan it again, so make sure you do it right the first time, and then you don't have to worry about it. Man, that gas stinks. I've put gas in today, and the tank's behind the door over there where you're at, and the pump didn't shut off at the end of it for some reason. It kind of sprayed gas on the inside of my door panel, and I had to wipe it off and wash it off with their squeegee. And yeah, so my truck smells like gas right now, kind of gagging me, but we'll continue on. We're not going to let that kill us. right. Nobody coming up the side. Gotta keep on rolling. It's not much to deliver mail. It's pretty simple, really. Just gotta pay attention. Not that box, the next one. Just gotta pay attention and get your mail out. That's it. It's real simple. Yeah, and you're gonna hear stuff sliding around back there. It's just how it is. I have no way of strapping it down, so it'll be fine. Not that one. So moving up here. In the last video, you remember I talked about Zillow and that. I personally never used Zillow when I was looking for properties. I always used Realtor.com because it's more accurate and more up to date. And if you remember from the last video, how they're caught by that realtor buying up properties, right? Well, I won't use them because of that too. That's dishonest, disingenuous, and enough people are struggling to find a home, and then you go to qualify, and then next thing you know, you don't qualify anymore because it's been reassessed. It went from 300 to 400,000, and you don't make enough income now. So that's really frustrating. I hated that house right there because it's got two big pit bulls, and they like to charge the truck. So I have to rush to get my mail out so I can get away from them. But yeah, and he don't have none today, so I got to go down to Maine Yankee. Yep, I delivered a Maine Yankee. They got their own special box, which is kind of nice because they get a lot of mail and their packages fit in it. Most of them do, so it saves me a hassle. And that's it. Now I'm going to Merlinunk or Molinunk or whatever they want to call it. It's got the umlauts, the two dots above the O. Merlinke, whatever you want to call it. They make medical supplies. So if you want a manufacturing job, I think they actually offered $30 or $32, $31 an hour or something like that. As a boiler tech, you sit in here and you operate the boiler and get paid for that. Why didn't I do it? Because my optometrist that my son used downtown, he used to work here, and they're paying him disability because apparently there's plastics floating around in the air. But that's the reason why I didn't take the job, because he's getting paid disability because his lungs are all messed up from working there. And I don't know if they even tell people that when they come to work there, like, oh, you should wear a respirator or anything. I see people coming out all the time and they don't have a mask on, and it kind of makes me wonder. So, just, if you say, you know what, I don't care, I want $31 an hour, come up here, bring your own respirator. Who cares, right? If there's one insect that I hate the most, besides the mosquitoes, it's got to be the horseflies. All day long I've had horseflies flying in and out of my window, hit me in the face, trying to land on my back and bite. Absolutely hate horseflies. So annoying. Let me drop this package. Come on, scanner. Yes! And they like theirs in their garage. So I'll drop it in the garage. I'll be right back. And now I gotta turn around. They got a tiny little terrier in there. He's funny. Oh, brother. They got another truck parked over here. Use my backup cam. They don't like us backing up, but sometimes you have to because you get sandwiched in a driveway. It's a long, long walk. I don't particularly like to walk up driveways. Not that I'm lazy. There he goes. Little terrier. Not that I'm lazy, but I try to keep as close to my vehicle as possible, because if somebody's dog comes out, sometimes the kids will come outside, the dog will run out they'll run around them and come out. You have no time to react if that happens, so the closer you are to your vehicle, the easier it is to hop in your vehicle and shut the door. The dog can't get to you. They don't have a dog, so I can get out and walk to this one. I don't want to drive up in there. It's a pain in the neck. This is what we call a spur. Anything that's like a bag, a small box that will fit inside the mailbox, we call that a spur. Anything bigger than that needs to go to the house. Coming downhill's not so bad, going up sucks. Alright, now we're on to the next street, Borski's. And there are a few houses out here on some of these routes that are for sale or getting ready to go for sale. So if I see something, I'll mention it. Just Google Maine real estate and look for different realtors. A lot of them are on realtor.com, but not every single one. So, you know, it doesn't hurt to check. Looks like another package for Borski's. Yeah. Drop Borski's package. Sorry about that. Almost drove by the mailbox. All right. And we'll go ahead and pull this next one up there because it's right around the corner. I know what you're thinking. Why is he running to the house? Well, I don't have to run. I can walk, but I got to edit this footage. That's why. And I don't want to chop up a whole bunch. I'm wasting battery life and I'm wasting valuable time if I walk. It looks like the battery's really low on this camera too. So it's probably going to cut out here in a minute. We say enough with this mail, and we're back.